overall positioning of Joe Frazier when he's coming toward an attack. Notice, his left arm is up, protecting his chin line, but his chin is tucked nicely between his shoulders. K1 also has his head down forward, but his eyes are projected out, so his peripheral vision is not obstructed. His right hand is nicely closed in so that any guard or punch trying to come in can be easily closed in on and defended by the forearms. As he's in his nice sitting position, the reason he's taking that position is the same kind of square, but his body is augmented off in an angle. As you notice that his feet are on a line diagonally from the left foot to his right foot. That allows him to be able to sit and move right at his hips where he's going to generate his power. Notice how K1 is taking a position cross guard. The left hand is up, guard against the chin, and the chin is tucked nicely behind the guard, sitting nicely between the shoulders. His eyes are projected outward so he can see peripherally. He's not blinded by his hands, not looking into his forearms. The right hand is locked and cocked in the lower position, guarding at the chest. So when his hands are moving, he can move quickly and transition from the next to the next guard. The feet position are a nice little balance between awkward stance so he can sit easily and hold weight. Notice the rhythm, bounce, bobbing and weaving right in space as he's sitting and shifting his weight on the balls of his feet, rocking back and forth. Notice Joe's hands as they cross side to side, picking off the jab, using his shoulders to deflect big punches. Key here is to stay in the position, bob coming forward, and using his shoulders to block. His head is like deep inside his chest as he shields off those incoming blows. From an MMA fighter standpoint, it's like you're closing in, and if he opens up, you're not worried about it because you're guarded. You know, when Frazier, the type of shots that Frazier likes to throw, he likes to throw the sweeping hook. The sweeping hook. And the chopping overhand right hand, or the chopping overhand right. When he throws from his hand position, his uppercut is going to come right from position. Notice that there's no talking in his body, no cocking. It's just straight from the hand position. your position of with the position of your hands to be able to throw any punch that you have with body rhythm while moving and without telegraphing by using extra movement. From the bob, again, we're talking about targeting. Joe gets into his rhythm, approaches his targets, sweep with the left hook, boom, throws it. Sweep with the left hook, boom, throws it. Now, every time Joe gets close enough when he shoots the uppercut, it's just coming right from his hand position. Wow, just throw it. Now, every time Joe gets close enough when he shoots the uppercut, it's coming right from his hand position. Fine, just throw it. Notice there's no sitting or shifting of the body to get into the uppercut position. He just throws it right from where it is. The other thing is he's constantly keeping his head down and his hands guarded so his shoulders deflect incoming blows as he's opening up to unload. Another sweep and left hook, bang, and there it is. Notice Joe's approach toward his target. Joe's feet is bouncing back and forth, and he also has a little skip move like riding a bike. When he gets his little feet going, that propels Joe and keeps him in his rhythm. Always constantly moving from the balls of his feet, keeping his heels barely touching so that he can shift and quickly move his weight from left to right. And cut. footwork moving in place. Right. Joe has a nice bounce. As he moves, he shifts. He's on the square. He moves left, he moves right. But notice the feet. The feet are constantly on the bob and bounce. They're rolling in place. They're not exactly stuck and planted. This type of rhythm allows you to quickly push and pull from either side of your body and shift the weight as you stay in your crouch. Notice how Joe keeps tight binding to the floor with his feet as he's hugging it with his toes. This gives him the balance to project his power as he throws the punches. Our face, as we focus on the feet, we notice that the rear foot is always in a bob to push, because that's where a lot of the power is coming from, especially with the big right hand. As the left foot, we notice that it's constantly taking a side step and sliding just gently in and out, because the scraping the hook needs that movement with the feet in order to get the trajectory into the target. As Joe gets into his bob and weave, his feet start to move. He advances forward on his target. Watch his steps. Short, small, well-placed steps so he can position his weight. If Joe has to go back, which he seldom ever did, he can easily just ease back, just slightly. But Joe also moved slightly from side to side. Kept his rhythm moving, always forward. So as he comes forward, he's always bobbing. Even when he's catching jabs or big right hands, Joe would just blast off these blues and keep moving forward. As Joe gets into his bob and weave, his feet start to move. He advances forward on his target. Watch his steps. Short, small, well-placed steps so he can position his weight. If Joe has to go back, which he seldom ever did, he would easily just ease back, just slightly. But Joe also moved slightly from side to side. He kept his rhythm moving, always forward. So as he comes forward, he's always bobbing. Even when he's catching jabs or big right hands, Joe would just blast off these blows and keep moving forward. Man.